So far, when it comes to live-action versions of Spider-Man, we've seen two takes on the Green Goblin, one played by Willem Dafoe, the other one played by Dan DeHaan, and both left a lot to be desired in their portrayal of the Green Goblin. So let's talk about the future of the character and what direction they might take when it comes to Spider-Man 3 or the Spider-Verse. So when it came to Spider-Man Far From Home, a lot of people anticipated that we would see Green Goblin or at least Oscorp show up in some sort of fashion in that film. At least Norman Osborn showing up to set up the Green Goblin. Now, of course, there was a lot of rumors, scoopers, and speculation that Oscorp Tower would be shown at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home to be in place of the former Avengers Tower. This ended up not happening. Now, of course, when it comes to Green Goblin and his future, there's plenty of things we could look at as quote-unquote evidence that the Green Goblin could in some fashion show up in the MCU. Again, the Oscorp building thing could still hold true because we never saw it in Far From Home. Now, of course, with the whole introduction of the multiverse, Doctor Strange joining Spider-Man, the whole Electro situation, there's a few easy ways you could handle this. You could, for example, bring Dan DeHaan back as the Green Goblin. You could give him a new character arc in the MCU. You could even take that Goblin and sort of, let's say, ultimate him up where he looks more like a Hulk-like creature and say it's due to the metamorphosis that's happening due to his disease. And again, there you go. There's your multiverse Green Goblin. You could, for instance, maybe do another example of a multiverse and bring in Willem Dafoe playing a maybe same version or maybe a slightly alternate version of the Green Goblin displaced out of time or out of his universe. Again, the multiverse opens you up to so many possibilities. But if we just look at what many rumors have speculated, and also the actor himself said he wants to happen, which of course is Jacob, who plays Ned Leeds, it looks like he wants, and there's definitely hints towards it, and his weight loss and everything is pointing to the fact that they're probably going to do something with a Hobgoblin, because again, it's different enough that people aren't going to go, Green Goblin, we've had that twice already. And it's more of a personal story as we've seen the two characters grow together and grow up in the MCU. There's also the possibility that maybe they're saving Green Goblin for whatever they're gonna do with Venom sequels, because they fully just own that character out there by Sony. But there's probably a good chance as well that neither side has agreed on how they're gonna handle him, because Norman Osborn is a huge factor in the entire Marvel universe. So maybe Sony doesn't want to pull the plug too quickly and then have that character wasted, and Marvel Studios doesn't want to put him in ahead of schedule because of conflicts that might arise down the road. Again, we run into the Far From Home scenario where after that film, Sony was taking Spider-Man back and it was just going to be done, but they worked out a new contract. So chances are they're sort of at a standstill. Me personally, I think we'll probably end up seeing the Green Goblin somewhere down the road. It's just going to take a while and it's going to be different than what we're expecting. That's my take on it, because that seems to be the route they want to take with everything, because it's a far cry away from what we got before.